We plan to make history here this evening.
What's up, everybody? Week 3 of the NFL season, coming to you live from the basement and live from St. Louis, Missouri, where the 1-1 Rams. What?
Looking good.
Looking great. Drinking the Kool-Aid all over the place. Everybody has to grow mustaches now. You know, Jeff Fisher is literally, I know you forgot.
I forgot to bring him in.
Well, he's going to wear a mustache. Probably would have looked pretty bad, but who cares? Last week for me personally, was actually a really good week. 9-5-2. I had a parlay that I liked, and go figure, I'm 9-5-2, and then my parlay of 4 teams, I missed 2 of them. Patriots won, which I think everybody got killed on, and the Cowboys, which I believed in, going up to Seattle, and then they throw just a big stinker up there. But overall, like I said, 9-5-2. I'm counting that as 11-5 because tie goes to me.
You're not playing the casino, are you?
No, I'm playing Sportsbook in Antigua somewhere. We're going to go ahead and run right through this. Try and keep it under 15 minutes. First up, and we actually agreed on all but 2 this week, which is going to be either really good or we're going to look like total idiots. But first off, we got Thursday night game. Giants going to Carolina. This is going to be a real high-scoring game. Look for the Giants to go ahead and eke it out. Eli looked really good last week. You know, they both have, I think, defensive issues. The Giants have given up a lot of points in both their games that they've played so far, but they've scored a lot of points. Look for the edge of the Super Bowl champions, 2 points. They're 2 points a dog at Carolina. I like the Giants to win this one outright.
Yeah. Eli looked good in the second half. He had 3 interceptions in the second quarter. Must have been a Manning thing with 3 interceptions and 1. But yeah, I like the Giants here.
And next up, we have our St. Louis Rams, 1-1, right here in St. Louis. Jeff Fisher run, Sam Bradford. No, I still don't believe in him. But as long as you got Danny Amendola, Steven Jackson going to play? Sure. From what I understand, he might not really be hurt. It's kind of maybe a semi-benching hurt thing for that spike, but we did get screwed. I've got the Rams, and this is what sucks. This line was 7.5 this morning, and I was for sure all over the Rams. It went to 7 as of this afternoon. I'm still taking the Rams. Nobody protecting Cutler. Rams defense much improved. Going to be a lot closer than what people think. I know some people go ahead and say take the Bears easy, but nope.
The Rams have shown that they're going to be in most games. You know, they may have that one hiccup here and there. I just don't see it this weekend. Chicago, like you said, offensive line is banged up. You got the whole thing with Cutler pushing one of the linemen. You got Fortes out. I've got to take the Rams to be able to hang in this one, possibly win, but at least cover 7.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? 2-1 right here in St. Louis.
That would be sweet.
Next up, we've got the Buccaneers going to the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to be at home again. They look like shit in Seattle. Just no getting over it. Tough to play. Dallas at Dallas. Look for the Cowboys to go ahead and cover that 8 points. Big number. The Buccaneers have not looked bad at all in the first 2 games, but I think going to Dallas, it's going to be a little bit tougher. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, Dallas' first home game of the year. They need to get the bad taste out of last week out of the mouth, so I'm taking Dallas to cover 8.
Next up, we have the 49ers going up to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings right now, in my book, are Super Bowl favorites. I mean,
the Vikings?
The Vikings. I'm sorry, the 49ers.
Yeah, wow. That's why you took the Colts last week?
Yeah. The Niners, I think, are just stellar. And it just sucks because I really think the Rams could be in the playoff picture, except they're going to have a team that maybe just 1 or 2 losses in their division. It's going to make it tough. Wild card, yeah, but still. But go ahead and give me the Niners, 7.5 points. I don't mind it. That defense is awesome.
It could be 17.5. The way San Francisco's playing right now, I'm not picking against them until they actually don't cover or lose.
Yeah, and I think Ponder's only got 1 win at home since he's taken over.
Their defense just looks amazing. I can't pick against them.
Yeah, not right now. Next up, we've got the Lions traveling down to Tennessee. I like the Lions in this one. A 3.5 point favorite on the road. No problem. I think they're going to get their shit together here pretty soon. The Titans just have shown nothing. I mean, they just did not look good at all in the week 1 or 2. Look for Detroit to go on the road, win this game, 3.5 points. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see the lines that we've been expecting to see offensively. Defensively, they haven't looked great. Not terrible, but, if Tennessee can get like 2 yards a carry out of Johnson, they have a chance. I don't think he can do it, though.
And the cat decided to make his appearance.
But I'm going Detroit 3.5.
Yeah, no Cortland Finnegan in Tennessee anymore. He's in St. Louis. So look for maybe Calvin Johnson to finally have a good game. I know he didn't do much last week, but look for Stafford and who did I just say? Stafford and
Calvin Johnson.
Good Lord, I think I just had a stroke.
I think you're getting Roger Saffold and Matthew
I was going to
Stafford
mention something about Saffold. Not probably. He's out for a couple weeks, so there's not going to be anybody watching Bradford's back. But next up, we've got the Redskins hosting the Bengals. The Redskins are a 3-point favorite on the road. RG3 or at home. RG3 looking great. I mean, you would have never known. This is his third NFL game with what we've seen so far. Even with everybody hurt, or Carricker and
Arapaho.
Thank you, Arapaho. Brian Arapaho. It's a caveman commercial.
Right. You have to explain it.
Yeah, if you have to explain it. Probably wasn't very funny. Right. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Redskins at home. 3-point favorite. No problem at all. High-scoring game.
Yeah, to see RG3 in person last week was he's really way ahead of being a rookie. Ramsey did a lot to put pressure on him. Didn't seem to phase him. He was able to scramble. He was able to throw. Don't like the fact that the defense is kind of banged up for Washington, but I like him to cover 3 at home.
Yeah, I got in our one league, RG3 on the bench and Aaron Rodgers starting. And I'm going to bench Aaron Rodgers this week. I like what I've seen so far. He's been putting up monster numbers. Next up, we have the Dolphins at home hosting the Jets. The Dolphins are not as bad, I don't think, as people thought they were. But go ahead and give me the Jets in this game. The Jets are going to win their share of divisional games, and I think here's one of them, even though they're going to be on the road. Look for the Jets to go in. They're 2.5-point favorite, no problem. Win by 4. They might win by a touchdown, so I'm not too scared with this one.
Yeah, the Dolphins are who we thought they are. I think they just played a terrible Oakland game. I don't know what's wrong with Oakland. I don't know if it's, need to fire the coach. He's already been there for 2 games. I can't believe he's lasted that long. No, I'm taking the Jets here to cover on the road.
And next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs going to New Orleans. I don't know who the hell the Chiefs are. They're not very good right now. They're a 9-point dog on the road. The Saints can score points, but I don't know if they know who they are either. I think really not having Sean Payton there is killing them. But go ahead, 9 points. Give me the Saints. Look for them to put up a big number at home. I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs can keep up.
Yeah, it comes down to, is the crappy offense of Kansas City going to outperform the crappy defense of New Orleans? New Orleans is at home, as Bob Fesco said.
Oh, that was horrible.
Hilarious. I was cracking up. Basically, he said instead of watching the Kansas City game, he could have gone to have cider and donuts, and he chose to watch the game, and he's upset that he chose that. Not happy in KC right now. Until Kansas City can show me otherwise, I'm taking Saints to cover 9.
And next up, we have the Browns hosting the Bills. Which Bills teams are going to show up? If it's the one from last week, no problem. Bills win this game easily, 3 points on the road. I'm good with it. The only problem is the Browns showed they had a little bit of an offense, and if that crappy defense from week 1 shows up, who knows what's going to happen. But for now, I'm going to say that the Bills keep it together from last week. 3 points. I'm happy with that too. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, they've had 2 close games for the Browns against Philadelphia, against Cincinnati. I like Mario Williams to have a big game this game. I like Buffalo to cover 3.
And next up, we have the Jaguars going to Indianapolis. I like Indianapolis to win this game. 3 points shouldn't be a problem. Jaguars got a little banged up last week with Gabbard. I don't care if Gabbard starts or not. 3 points, I would still go ahead and take the Indianapolis Colts at home. Andrew Luck's going to be decent enough to get them through.
Yeah, give me the Colts. And who would have thought you'd have these rookie quarterbacks doing so well to start out? I'm taking Luck in the Colts.
Next up, we have the Cardinals at home hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles have gone 2-0 by smoke and mirrors. They didn't cover last week against the Ravens at home. The Cardinals have looked decent. They went up to New England and won last week. So I think I saw where the Cardinals have they won like 7 of 8 since going back to last year.
Mm-hmm.
So even with Kevin Cobb, that psycho quarterback, you don't know what you're going to get with him. He was with Philadelphia. He looked great. I mean, I personally really thought he was going to do really well when he went to I almost said St. Louis, when he went to Arizona. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals at home. The Philadelphia's favored by 3.5 points. I really think they've done it by smoke and mirror so far. Macklin, Deshaun Jackson, a little banged up. Look for the Cardinals' defense to put a lot of pressure on Vic and him to make some mistakes, and that's going to be enough.
Yeah, you can say smoke and mirrors, but you still beat Baltimore, who I think is one of the best teams in the AFC. So a win's a win, no matter how you get it. So you have to be impressed by that. The thing I worry about with Arizona, coming off a big win at New England, could they have a letdown here? It's possible, but I still like Arizona to cover 3.5 at home.
Yeah, if that Philadelphia game was at Baltimore, though, I don't think we would have had the same outcome. I really think it was a home team win. It was big. I sat there and watched a lot of the game, and I still don't know how they won, to be honest with you.
Well, I think I think there were some circumstances in that game that were similar to the Redskins-Rams games and many other games, which is terrible refereeing.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. I told my dad to get bail money out at the ball game because I said I might charge the field and take out a ref because I'm getting so pissed. It was so bad. The inability to make a decision by these refs is just pathetic.
And you know what? It's kind of funny. We were sitting here, me and Justin, my son, were sitting here watching that game, and when Jackson went in there and scored that touchdown, Justin, my kid, was like, Brian's probably going ape shit right now.
Yeah.
Because aren't you in that end zone?
Yeah, and the lineman runs in and just stands there. He doesn't point. He doesn't say fourth down. He doesn't say touch. He just stands there like, I don't know. And it's like, just make a decision. Well, I don't care if it's right or wrong. Just at least act.
And what's funny is I was like, lay off these guys. They're doing their job. But man, when all of a sudden it hits you at home, it's just like, what the hell is going on? Get rid of these guys. Mm-hmm. NFL makes billions of dollars. I know. The regular referees make hundreds of thousands of dollars for working 16 days a year, basically. Who cares? There's money in there.
It's terrible.
But anyway,
it's terrible.
Where were we at? Oh, we were at the San Diego Chargers hosting the Falcons. Give me the Falcons in this one. The Falcons are actually 3-point dogs on the road. The Chargers, come to find out, haven't played anybody yet. That crap fest in Raiderville right now. And then last week they played... Good God.
Who, the Chargers?
Yes.
They played Tennessee.
They played Tennessee, and that's no, hunky-dory operation there either. So I'm actually going to take the Falcons, 3.5 points. That's great, because I see the Falcons winning this one outright.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at the line. I know San Diego has played well, which is so unusual. They normally start out like 1-5 every year, so to see them at 2-0 is surprising. But I like Atlanta. They got the little keg of a running back in Michael Turner. I don't know if he'll play or not, but...
don't get me started on Turner.
Yeah, he's an idiot. But I'm going to take Atlanta to cover 3.
Next up, we have the Denver Broncos hosting the Houston Texans. The Texans have looked really good up to this point so far. The Broncos look really good week 1. Looked like shit that first half of that game Monday night. Give me the Houston Texans, 2-point favorite on the road. It's going to be tough to go to Denver. Peyton got his shit together in the second half and brought them to within a chance. I mean, there was not a real chance, but a chance to win that game Monday night. But I like the Texans defense in this one. I think I really did have a stroke sometime this week, I think. Peyton had a little rust. That should be expected. He hasn't played in, good Lord, a year and a half almost. So, Texans.
Houston has looked good. Denver started out terrible last week. Rebound the second half. Playing at home, tough atmosphere. I mean, they really beat up Pittsburgh, who is still a quality team. I like Denver to cover 2. I like Denver to win this game. I think they're going to rebound from that poor start last week.
Next up, we have the Oakland Raiders hosting the Steelers. The Steelers are a 4-point favorite on the road. Go ahead and give me the Steelers. I don't know what's going on with Oakland. I don't think anybody knows right now. They've got all the components. Carson Palmer, is still a good quarterback, even though he showed signs of not being at times. But I think he threw for over 300 yards last week. They've got the receivers. I thought they had a defense. That seemed to be a little shaky the first 2 weeks, if you ask me. McFadden the first week was targeted 1 billion times. Then last week they didn't do squat. Was he hurt? I don't know.
I think he had an eye injury or something.
Yeah, but that's something you can't count. I mean, that's something you got to kind of figure in as you go out through these games throughout the year. Go ahead and give me the Steelers on the road. It's going to be tough, but I don't know what the Raiders are doing.
Yeah, I've got to take the Steelers too. I haven't been impressed yet. I was expecting a little more out of Oakland this year with McFadden being healthy, and just haven't seen it yet. So I'm taking the Steelers.
Next up, we have the Ravens at home, hosting the Patriots. The Patriots just got their butts handed to them at home by the Arizona Cardinals. The Ravens went to Philadelphia and played a game which, who knows what could happen. Like you were saying, things would have been kind of held in check. Who knows? Give me the Ravens at home. 3-point favorite. You might be pushing on this one. It's going to be close. I don't see what you saw from New England going to happen every week. Maybe them going on the road gets their shit all back together and, they work as a team. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if Hernandez is playing right now.
No, he's out for about 3 or 4 weeks at least.
That's one of their little double threats with Hernandez and Gronkowski.
They did sign Cullen Winslow, though. And they got Wes Falker they can start using.
You still got to get those guys all on the same page and them coming in. You see that with Randy Moss coming in and Ocho Cinco coming in, and they don't really do anything.
Right.
I think everybody thought. But go ahead and give me the Ravens. But what do you got?
I'm taking New England. I can't see them playing terrible 2 weeks in a row. And like you said, I really think this is going to be within the 3-point range either way. So I don't see either team winning by more than 3. So since it's the 3-point favorite, I'm going to take the underdog.
So in other words, we're saying stay away from it.
I wouldn't touch this one. I could see Baltimore winning by 3.
And next up, we have the Seahawks out on the West Coast, bringing the pack attack into their house. Packers looked really good against Chicago last week. Woo. I mean, their defense was all over Cutler. Now, was that a product of the offensive line for Chicago not looking that good, or was that defense just got a motor that was just not quitting that night? I look for the Packers defense, even on the road, in this game, to keep their rookie quarterback, who I'm not even going to try to remember right now because I'm drawing a fucking major blank.
Russell Wilson.
Thank you. I look for him to be pressured enough that I don't know if he's going to be able to run an effective offense. Give me the Packers on the road, 3.5-point favorites, no problem. Aaron Rodgers, please get your shit together.
If I'm Seattle, I'm sitting there going, who did we piss off? Because you got to play Dallas on 10 days rest. Now you're playing Green Bay on 10 days rest. It's like, can we please play someone on the same amount of rest as us? Because, just gives them more time to prepare. But, I can't see, Seattle, loud crowd, always going to be in it. You're always going to see a good defensive effort. I just don't see them staying with Green Bay this game. I got to take Green Bay.
Yeah, and for the St. Louis Sacks, for them to even have a chance in the playoffs this year, Aaron Rodgers, get your shit together. First round pick. You kind of disappoint me right now. Just saying.
Team game.
That's all we got for week 3. Hopefully this makes it up on Wednesday night. If not, it will be up for tomorrow's game on Thursday. Have a good trip going to your first road SEC game.
I'm going to the Missouri-South Carolina game. I'm from South Carolina originally, so...
what will you be wearing?
I'll be wearing black and gold. M-I-Z.
C-O-U?
Yeah, believe USC. That's what Arizona State fans were doing to me last week.
Did you punch him in the face?
I did the crotch shot to him.
Oh, that would be
I almost thought I was going to tell my dad to get bail for that. 2 games in a row last weekend, one in Columbia, one in St. Louis, and I thought I might be going to jail.
How old is your father?
83.
83 years old, and he's asking his father to have his back.
Hey,
It's not hit now. For an 83-year-old man, his father is in amazing shape.
yeah, he's former military. He can take it.
Coming off back surgery, though, you got to give him a little practice.
He's walking fine. He said, I'm talking to the state troopers when I went and got the car.
So, any of our South Carolina viewers, if you see a Mizzou fan in trouble with an 83-year-old man trying to
No, my
stop
dad's
the
not
fight.
going. I'll be with my brother.
Oh.
He's the Carolina fan.
Oh, never mind. He's a rugby player. We're good.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Jason, Brian, if you can see him, the cat. See you in week 4.